everyone, my name is Chloe, and today I am here to tell you about all of my favorite things in January. So, if you have not seen these videos, I just go through different things that I read, listened to, watched, ate, did, and then I try to throw in like a mom hack at the end, but you guys, I'm kind of struggling for those, so I don't know if that'll stick around. But then also on this video, I'm going to give you an update of my goals. So, I set some goals for 2021, and I'm going to just kind of update you on my progress as I go along. And so let's get into it. Starting with books. So for January, I had two favorite books. I had When You Wish by Kristin Harmel. This is a book, it's a YA about a pop star who decides to say, forget it, I'm living for me for a minute. And so she like cuts her hair, disappears, goes in search of this other life. And it was so reminiscent of Britney Spears, Jessica Simpson, Christina Aguilera, any of those early 2000 pop stars. This was totally like the song from Britney Spears, Lucky, like the other side of fame, that it's not as great and it's a lot of pressure, and it was just so good, so nostalgic and reminiscent for me. And then also The Love Square by Laura Jane Williams. This is a book about a 30-something woman who is single, and she is a cancer survivor, she is a niece, she is like all these different hats, and she's not sure how to make them all work and which ones are true to her. And so it's really a book of self-discovery, but she meets a guy, well, she meets three different guys throughout the story, and so it's a love square. But before that like turns you off, it's not, first of all, it's not steamy. Second of all, she is pretty upfront with all of them about like what she's doing and her level of commitment. You know, they're all kind of temporary relationships, and that's known. And so I really enjoyed that. But in a more general sense, I discovered Kobo books. So I don't have a Kobo. I'm a Kindle user, but you can still get the Kobo app, and they have some free books on there. And so definitely check that out. There's not a ton, but there's definitely some that you can read for free on Kobo. And then also NetGalley audiobooks. That's like not anything new or inventive, but like I really like new releases, and I feel like NetGalley Audio is doing a really good job of like having more and more come up. And so I read The Wife Upstairs by Rachel Hawkins. I read that on NetGalley Audio, and it's just kind of cool to see them expand into both. So those are all my bookish things. As far as things I listen to, so we have Alexas throughout our house, and every day, all day, we are listening to music, because I'm one of those people, like silence, I just can't do it. And I mean, it's never silent in my house because I have two young children, but like I just need background noise or something to kind of tune into occasionally. So one day in January, I was like, hey, Alexa, play pop music from 2004. And so in 2004, I was a freshman or sophomore in high school, I think. And like those were such fun years for me. And so like listening to all the pop songs was so great. And so then I've done that with like country songs from 2005 or whatever, from like different years, from like late elementary school all the way through high school, and it just is instant nostalgia, and it's really fun, and I love doing that. And she comes up with pretty good lists. Next is things I've watched. So I don't watch very much TV. I mostly just watch BookTube, and there's so many great things. I love watching everybody's Vlogmas content, and I think I'm finally out of December, so I'm not sure, but I'm way behind on videos. And so the Vlogmas content, I watched a lot of that in January, but also, Netflix has been really pushing some sitcoms to me, and I love sitcoms, you guys. I love them. One by one, one on one, something like that. It is like a single dad story of him and his daughter, and like the mom is not out of the picture. The mom is actually the primary caregiver, but she has to go on assignment somewhere for work, and so she lives with the dad, and the dad is kind of like a playboy, and he's like a news telecaster or whatever. And so figuring out how to live with his like tween daughter is really funny and cute. The Parkers is another one I watched a couple episodes of. And so I just love sitcoms. And typically I fall into like Mad About You, Friends, Seinfeld. We've watched King of Queens, like all of the old sitcoms I love, and that's what I watch if I watch TV. But some of these newer ones are actually pretty good. Next, I'm going to do food. So I don't really have anything great for January, honestly, but spaghetti squash. If you guys have not cooked spaghetti squash, I love it, and I kind of like forgot about it, and so then I made a whole bunch of them throughout the month of January because I just love them, and my kids love them, and like it makes almost like spaghetti noodles. So you could put it with marinara. That's typically what we do, is use it kind of as pasta or in addition to pasta, and it is just really really good and really healthy. So spaghetti squash, check it out if you don't know about it. Next is my mom hack. So I don't know if I've talked about it on here or not, but I have really been trying to find like intentional time with my 3-year-old, my now 3-year-old, to just spend time with her. And so with my baby, I get a lot of time either in the middle of the night or early in the morning because she is still a baby, and so she doesn't sleep through. She's like 8 months now, so she actually is sleeping pretty good, but like I get a lot of snuggle time with her. But I can't find a way to do that with my older daughter quite as easily. So, what I have discovered is my older daughter normally gets up from a nap first because she does not actually nap really ever. And so I let her get up at 4, and Annie, my baby, normally sleeps till about 4:30. And so I have that half hour of time. And so I bring her into my room and we cuddle, and we either read books or I will put on a YouTube video of books that she has. And so she'll get to pick, like, she's got a library in every room. And so she will pick a couple books, and almost everything is on YouTube, truthfully, like a read along of something. And so we'll turn that on and let, like, whatever 4 books she picked, we'll watch them, somebody read to us, and we just snuggle, and it's really a good time. We don't do it every day, but I love that time. So finding intentional time with both of my kids is a challenge, but I guess that's my mom hack, and especially using YouTube to read books, because then we're able to just kind of snuggle more and it's a little more relaxing. And so, yeah, that is my mom hack. So, and thing I did throughout the month, well, my daughter turned 3, and that was so fun. And just seeing the excitement and stuff, we really didn't do that much. And yet she just had the best day. She is 3 for 3 being sick on her birthday. She just had a little cold. And so we really didn't want to see very many people because who knows, and so we didn't do much, but it was a great day. So now, into the goals update. The first one I'm going to share about is actually like a mom thing, and this was not on my 2021 goals. This is something I discovered late January, but it's called 1,000 Hours Outside. So it is this woman, she's on Instagram as 1,000 Hours Outside, and her whole theory is just that kids really benefit and develop well when they get a lot of time outside, which I would 100% agree. However, I live in Kansas. It is currently 20 degrees and snowing. Getting outside is hard, very hard for me in the winter. So she has not hundreds, but she has tons of like different printables where you can color in squares or circles or charts or whatever. And so I have printed this one out, and as you'll see, like, you just color in the bars. This is 1,000 bars, and so you color them in as you spend the time outside. Now, for us, I don't know if we'll get to 1,000 in a year, just because with my kids, they both nap for like 2 hours in the afternoon, and like Annie nurses still, so all of that like the 2 hours in the afternoon makes getting like 3-4 hours a day kind of hard. But this has motivated me so much to go outside on cold days when I don't want to. I'm like, wait, but I can color in a square. So I am like a sucker for getting to color in squares, and I love these printables. So 1,000 Hours Outside is one of my goals. Not necessarily to get to in a year, because we started January 26th, and so not necessarily to get to 2 in a year, but I'm really curious to see how long it'll take us, if we can get to there in a year or not. Like I said, in Kansas, we get all 4 seasons, and so it'll be 110 degrees in the summer and negative degrees in the winter. So this will hopefully really motivate me. So as far as the other goals I had for 2021, the first bookish one was really just to read more thrillers. And so in January, I read 3 thrillers out of 28. So I don't know if I've never tracked before, so I don't know if that's better or worse than other months. So it's not great, but I'm definitely hauling a lot of thrillers. And so I think I'll definitely read more this year. And then with that is the Unread Shelf Challenge. And so I'm doing that. But my goal was to get my physical TBR down by 100. And in January, you guys, it went up by 19. So I unhauled a bunch, but I hauled even more. And so net change, it went up by 19. So getting it down by 100, I didn't do very good. But for the Unread Shelf Challenge, I had said she has one challenge a month as well as a bingo board. So I started filling out the bingo board, and I was thinking like low key, I'm going to do a blackout every month. However, some of these challenges are like purchased from an indie bookstore, book from a little free library, bought as a new release, purchased at a bookstore, bought in a spending spree. And you guys, I don't have a good memory at all, especially for some of these books that have been on my shelf for a long time. I cannot tell you where I bought them or how I got them. And so I don't think I'm going to be worried about the bingo board as much. I'm just going to do the monthly challenges. So for January, it was a book with high expectations, and I chose Saving Grace by Jane Green. That one actually really let me down, but that was my book for January. So I'm doing the monthly things. I'm not going to do the bonus bingo board. That's that. But because I'm not doing that, Krista from Books and Jams told me about another Unread Shelf Challenge. It's not called an Unread Shelf Challenge, but I can't remember what it is called. And so if I figure it out by the time I release this, I will link it down below as well. But it is another challenge that is the same concept of reading off your own shelf. So it had a prompt for January, and the prompt was something like a book with a word, like a homey word or the word home or something. So I read The House That Love Built by Beth Wiseman. And so I would love to be able to do both of those challenges, do whatever their monthly prompt is every single month. And I think that's completely doable. So that is it for the bookish goals I had. And then the last goals I had were one, mom-wise, I said be on my phone less. And so I turned off all notifications on my phone, and I have been loving that. And that has, I think, helped. I'm still on my phone more than I want to be when I'm with my kids, but that like lack of notifications has really helped. I do have like the badge app, like the icon that says like the number on some apps, but I don't get notified about anything. So that has really helped. But then the last set of goals were about physical fitness. And I had a baby last June, and this second time, I don't know if it's because I'm over 30 now or if it's just because I had two kids so close to back, but I am just not losing baby weight as quickly as I did the first time. So I wanted to start lifting more. I don't know if I said 3 days a week or not, but I really want to start lifting more, and then also doing the plank challenge. So the plank challenge is just doing a plank for some length of time, whatever length of time you decide, every single day. And I'm happy to say I did it. I chose for January to do a plank for 1 minute every single day, and I did it. So now for February, I'm trying to do a minute and 15 seconds. And I don't know if I'll keep increasing it every month, but so far so good. Like I have done it every single day, and I do feel like my shoulders and my abs are a little bit stronger and better, and like I'm really trying to focus on strength as opposed to the numbers and that kind of thing, because the numbers may have changed as far as where my set point needs to be weight wise, and just a lot may have changed, and I really like want my body to be strong, and that is the goal. So that's what I'm really trying to focus on. So with lifting, I have been doing really good on that, and that comes in my favorite product. So I almost always talk about my favorite product in these things, and for this month, for January, it is the FitOn app. So FitOn is a app that it has a free and a paid version, and it's just a ton of workouts, tons, and they range from 5 minutes to an hour, I think, and they have like bar, Pilates, strength, toning, yoga, stretching, cardio, kickboxing. Like they have everything, and they're videos of people, and it's on your phone, and it's easy. And so I have loved doing that. The other thing that I have done this in January for fitness is another coloring sheet, you guys. I got this, and so you can see when I'm filming this, I'm filming it February 6th. But so I have made this color graph or whatever, and it's the blue days are days when I do both cardio and lift, and the red days are days that I just do cardio. So you guys, I love cardio. I get up at 5:30 and do it before the kids are up, and it is my sanity time. I know it's probably not the best for my health to do it every single day, but it is my mental clarity, and I'm like not willing to give that up. But I really want to add in some lifting, so I've been lifting during nap time and mostly using that FitOn app or Body Fit by Amy. She is a person on YouTube that I really like. And coloring in these charts has helped me so much. So I discovered the chart somewhere around here, and you can tell that like I've had very few red days since I've discovered the chart, because that's just the way I am, that if I get to color something in, I am way more motivated to do it. So this is something that I actually got from a friend, and I think she got it from Peloton. So I can't link it down below because I don't have it. She just screenshotted it to me and I printed it. It is not high quality, but I am loving this. So those are all of my favorite things for the month of January, as well as an update on my 2021 goals. How is January going for you? Have you hit your goals? And in the future, do you guys want to see these videos together or separately? Because this month I'm filming them together just because like my favorite product is FitOn, which links into my goals. And so things, and like my mom hack is being outside, which links into that goal of the 1,000 hours outside. So everything just kind of linked up this month, but that won't be the case in the future. So do you want to see these separately or together? Let me know what are the favorite things that you read, watched, listened to, ate, did, all of those kind of things. And let me know how your goals are going, and we'll talk to you in the next one. Thank you for watching.